Okay, I think the recording is done and it'll be stored in my PC, I believe. I can share the link with you.
That's it. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, so let's get started. So, to give you an overview on Zoho CRM Plus, I mean, Zoho CRM Plus is going to be a bundle suite that includes all these applications. So, we have close to 9+ applications integrated together, and we sell that as a CRM Plus. So, within Zoho CRM Plus, we have for sales side to manage your entire sales, we have Zoho CRM, and for marketing, I mean, that's for mass emailing, so we have Zoho campaigns. Help desk, which can be used as a ticketing tool, which can be used as an after sales supporting tool, that is Zoho desk. And for visitor tracking, which is nothing but managing who is on your website, what actually they are doing. So to track all those things, we have Sales IQ, and again, Sales IQ, you have also have the live chat function. All those things are included, and Zoho Social, which includes integration with Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. All those things like which can be used for integrating with various social media. And we also have Zoho Projects, which is like a project management tool in which you will be able to create projects, manage your projects in a more efficient way. So you can make use of the Zoho Projects. And we also have Zoho Survey, which is like a survey management tool. So anything which happens within CRM or Zoho Desk, if you want to send out a survey and get a feedback from your end users, so you can make use of the survey. And we also have Zoho Analytics, which is nothing but reporting tool. So each and every application has its own reporting functionality. In case if you're looking for an advanced reporting tool, then you will be able to easily integrate all of these applications with Zoho reports, using which you will be able to get even a cross-moduling report. And finally, we also have AI, which is like artificial intelligence tool, like which is called as Zia. So, which again integrates with all of these applications. Okay, so that's an overview.
Okay.
So to get started, let me take you through the sales process, which can be managed using Zoho CRM. I'll just give you a quick overview. So if you have any questions or if you want me to customize this session, if you have anything, you can let me know so that I can get started.
Sure.
Okay. And currently, are you using any tool to manage your sales process, or this is the first tool which you're trying to implement for your business?
Just the first one.
Yeah, it'll be the first one.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So to get started, I mean, this is the homepage of the Zoho CRM application. So the homepage, what you see here, can be customized according to the user. So each user can decide what he or she wants to have on the respective homepage. And apart from that, we do allow you to add your own custom logo. So right now I have added Hyundai. So this logo can be replaced with your own custom logo. And apart from that, in the homepage, we also have the email integration. Okay, so Zoho CRM allows you to configure your own support domain email address. So once you're done with this configuration, using which you will be able to send as well as receive email, which will be tracked under the respective record. Okay, say for example, this is where the configuration will be done. So I have just added one of my Gmail address here. I have just configured it. So if you ask me what is the advantage of setting up an email within Zoho, so in future, if you want to communicate with your leads or contacts, you can just go to the respective record, and I should be able to just open any of my contact records. I can just open Richard Maxwell. And so if I want to send an email to Richard, I can just open the record, hit send email. So this will open the email section. And from here, I will be able to compose an email. I mean, I can have my own custom email. I can say, hello, Richard. I can have all my custom description. Or I can also insert a predefined template. So I can just click on template. I can just select any one of my custom template. And here, this email can be scheduled. I mean, if I want this email to be sent on a specific date and time, I can do that. Or I can even send it right away. So this email can have up to 100,000 plus characters. And I can also add an attachment to this. And I can also send an email. So here, the from address will be my own Gmail address, which I have added within Zoho CRM. Okay, so I can just select the email, and from here I can send out an email. So all these emails will be recorded under the email section. So I can go to email. So in future, if I want to know what was the email I sent to this prospect, I can simply go to the email section and I should be able to see the complete email conversation, what I have done. And here I can also find the status of the email, whether the email has been sent successfully or it's been delivered or it's been read by the end user. Everything will be shown to you. I can even click on the subject to open the description of the email which has been sent out. And the biggest advantage what you get here is, if the prospect is going to respond back to your email, a copy of the email will be fetched inside CRM and that will be shown under the respective record. So we also fetch the incoming email. Still, a copy of the email will be found in your email inbox. Okay, and
Okay.
Okay,
moreover,
and it also integrates with campaigns, right? So
yep.
this mass email source, if you sent a mass email, it will also come up in this list.
Yes, it will also come up in this list, and moreover,
Pretty cool.
you can also get a notification here, because in a day, like, you might send 20 to 30 emails. Whenever there is a reply from any of your lead or a contact, you will be notified here, so that it will be very easy for you to track the incoming email what you have received. And moreover, we also have something called as sales inbox, which is nothing but what we do is, like, we fetch your inbox within CRM. Okay, this is just your email which we have fetched inside CRM. And what we have done here is, like, whenever there is an incoming email which has a deal associated to that deal, is nothing but if you have any open business, so those emails will be given highest priority and you should be able to see those emails within the deals. And when there is an incoming email from a lead or contact, you get to see them in the second column. And the third one is something which is like your personal email, so which you have received, so to which you can give least priority. And even if you want to add one of your contact as a lead or a contact, you can just do a drag and drop here, which can be added further as a lead or as a contact.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so that's with the email integration. And apart from that, in the home page, we also have a default calendar. Okay, this is like a default calendar within Zoho CRM. So you can click on the calendar and you will be able to see what events you have for that specific day. Okay, so in case if you have any client visit or any calls which has to be done, so everything will be listed within the calendar section. You can change the view from day to week or week to month to see the complete schedule how we are put up. And the best part is this calendar can be integrated with your MS Outlook as well as Google Calendar.
Does it integrate with other Zoho apps?
Yes, it
Like if we
integrates.
have any other,
So,
yeah? Okay,
yep. If you have Zoho Mail or Zoho Calendar, this can also be integrated.
okay.
All right, so that's it from the homepage. Any questions on the homepage?
No,
No,
seems
it
pretty
looks good.
straightforward.
Looks good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. So moving further, like, so to define a lead, so leads are going to be raw data, and they are the prospect who might be interested to do business with you. So based on their interest, we further allow you to convert your lead to a contact account and also create a business opportunity, which is nothing but deals. So in other terms, leads are just enquiries. So anyone who inquires about your business, we simply add them as a lead, and depending on the level of interest what they show, we take it forward. Okay, so within Zoho CRM, we have different methods using which leads can be added. The first option is going to be simple and straightforward, where you can add a lead manually. So let me just create a sample lead for you. So I'll have a lead called John Christie, and I'll take the company as Intel, and the email address is john.christie@intel.co.uk. The mobile number, the country to which he or she belongs to, lead source, and the status of the lead, and the industry to which they belong. And I can hit save, and a lead gets created. And the fields what you saw within the lead module is completely customizable. I mean, these are predefined fields, and depending on your business, we allow you to completely customize it. And to do that, you have to be an admin. Standard users cannot customize this. I can just click on edit page layout, and here I will be able to remove the fields which are irrelevant to my business. So So I can just go here if I feel I don't want something like rating. I can just click on the three dots and I should be able to remove the field out. And moreover, I can also rearrange the fields in case if I want certain fields to be shown on the top, I can just move them. And again, the values within the lead source or the lead status, all these values are highly customizable. So I should be able to easily customize this value. I can delete them, I can add new, I can do everything. I mean, I can customize it the way I want. And the best part here is I can also add my own custom fields. Okay, so in the left side, you get to see different field types, and I should be able to add the required fields, and we support up to 300 custom fields. Okay, and you can decide what is the field type you want. So we even support formula field in case if you want to do some calculus or any kind of calculation. So formula field will allow you to do that. And here I can also just drag and drop the fields which I need. So I can choose a pick list, which is nothing but a drop down, and I can add my own information, say something like membership status, and I can add all my values here: paid, free, uh, prospect. And if I want the same fields to be created in the other module, like say account, contacts, and deal, I can even do that. I can hit done, save this, and I can
Okay.
also avoid duplication. So, say for example, the system is intelligent enough that it will not allow you to have multiple leads with the same email address when you check this box where it says do not allow duplicate values. And you can also do this for based on the mobile number. Okay, so now if I try to create a new lead, you will see the custom field which we added just now. Membership status will appear with the required values within that.
Is there a limit on how many drop
Are
downs
these
you can
fields?
put
Can
in?
any of them be
Yeah, go ahead.
Go, Kashan.
can these fields be conditional? Like if we selected membership status paid,
We can do that. So we can do that actually. So
then
I can.
it would show us another field.
Yeah, I got your question. So I have created some conditional field here. Say, for example, when you choose marital status as single, nothing will happen. I mean, when you choose that as married, you get to see certain fields popping up, like spouse name,
Mhm.
spouse date of
Okay.
birth, number of children.
Okay.
So we have conditional fields also.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
And
Great. Thanks.
yep, Andrew, like you were asking the number of values within the pick list. So you can have up
Yeah,
to 700 pick list values within a target.
700.
Yeah.
Cool.
So earlier it was 500, and recently, like we had some users having more than 500 values. So recently, it
Yep.
has been increased from 500 to 700.
Good. It's good.
Okay. So any other questions here? I mean, within the lead process.
No, that looks good.
Awesome. So that's the
Good.
first method using which a lead can be created. The second option is through data input. So in some cases, if you're using an existing CRM or if you have your data record in an Excel, CSV, or VCF file format, in those cases, we do support data import, and to one shot, you can import a maximum of 30,000 records. And in case if you have more than 30,000 records, then you have to import them in the second batch. And when it comes to data storage, we don't have any restrictions, so you can store unlimited data records within Zoho.
Okay.
Okay.
And we do have a migration team. In case if you want us to take you through the migration, you can just share the data with us, and we should be able to go ahead with the data migration process. We don't charge for the migration; it's done at free of cost.
Can we email in leads? Like, do you have like a BCC email?
We do have that
That
actually.
like.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
BCC Dropbox, and also in case if you have a support email address, say something like sales at yourcompany.com, to which you get a lot of emails, and if you want those
Yeah.
email inquiries to be automatically converted to a lead or a contact, even that can be done through a workflow rule. All you have to do is just get on to setup, and under automation, you have workflow rules. Create a rule, and just choose the module as email, and I can have that as auto lead creation. Next, and here sender is to address, and I have to just mention your to address. To address equals to sales at your company. Next, An instant action, I can just choose create a record, and I should be able to just create that as a lead or a contact, and I can also define to which user it has to be assigned.
Okay.
That's it. So all the emails coming to your inbox will be simply converted into lead or a contact.
Okay. Can this automation put them into a specific pipeline? Like say
Pipeline.
if the email was sent to um, digital product or like package one at our like some specific email address, can we put it into a specific sales pipeline? Like like how you just made the rule, can we make a rule that says if you receive an email to a certain address, it goes into a certain pipeline?
For that, actually, I mean, a lead can be created, and you can decide to whom it has to be assigned. But
Okay,
creating a pipeline,
okay,
that has to be done manually. I mean, we do have that
okay,
option. Okay,
okay,
I can show you that because when you create a lead and during the conversion process, you have an option where you can specify the pipeline what you are going to choose. I'll take you through that actually.
okay, okay.
Okay, so that's how an email can, I mean, a lead can be created when an email is sent to certain email address. And we do have something called as web forms. Okay, so I can go here and I can also create a web form, and this form can be hosted onto your website. Say if you want to generate or I mean create leads via a website, you can also just go to your website and you can just create a form very similar to this, and this form can be hosted onto your website. So the information captured within these fields can be simply pushed into Zoho as a lead. Again, customizing this form is very simple. So we added a field called membership status. If you want to include this field within this form, it's a matter of drag and drop. You have to just drag and drop it. And here you can change the font type, font size, font color according to your website. And you can also add attachments to this in case if you want attachments to be added. So I can even allow them to upload a file. So when I click next, it'll ask for some basic information like the form name, form location URL, and the landing page URL. So I can also send them auto acknowledgement. So once a form has been submitted, I can just let them know that the form has been successfully submitted, and email can be sent to them. And finally, when you hit save, all we do is we give you the HTML source code, which you need to simply copy and host it onto your website. That's it. The web form is ready.
So the web form can only be embedded. It doesn't have its own URL. Like if we
No.
could just share the URL, no?
No, I mean you can just host it onto your website, so it doesn't have any specific
Okay,
URL. But
okay,
if you want, you can also try Zoho Forms because we are going ahead with Zoho One actually. So in case if you want something like a form builder where the forms can have its own URL, using which you will be able to provide this URL to someone. It can also be sent through an email.
okay.
So once the form is filled in, the entire data gets captured and it can be pushed into Zoho Forms. And the best part is Zoho Form has an integration with Zoho CRM. So data added in forms can be automatically pushed into Zoho CRM.
Okay.
Okay. And the other method to create a lead is through social media. So Zoho CRM also has direct integration with social media, which includes Twitter, Facebook, and Google Plus. So these are the features using which you will be able to even convert leads from websites. So you can just check the box. So if someone is going to send a message, respond, likes or retweets, these informations can be automatically added as a lead or as contact.
Okay.
Okay, so that's possible. And so the other option will be through API. So even if you're using a third party application, and if you still want to push data from a third party application to Zoho CRM, yes, you can do that actually. So these are
Okay.
the various method using which a lead can be created. And so when you click on the leads, this is where you get to see the entire leads which you have received. Okay, so here we have some predefined views like all leads, and few things like today's leads or leads which are assigned to you, my leads. When you click on that, it will just show you the leads which are assigned to you. So here again, the columns are customizable. So in the top you have lead name, lead source, lead status, etc. So if you wish to customize the column, you can always click on edit, and you can just rearrange the fields, and you can decide what you want to see here and make the required changes. And here we even support mass update. So in case if you want to update these records, I can just select the checkbox, and I can just go here and I can just click on mass update and select a field. So I can have something like so if I want to change the membership status, I can change this to say paid update, and automatically the values will get updated to paid. And apart from that, I can also filter the records based on the required criteria. So what I can do is I have leads from different countries. You can see here I have leads from UK, France, a lot of different countries. So in case if I need all the leads from say United Kingdom, what I can do is I can just click on um, create a view. So I can go here and I can just choose create a view, and I can just say UK leads. And in the criteria, it's asking me to specify the condition based on which the record has to be filtered. So I can say to say country is United Kingdom, and I can also have multiple criteria. I can just click on the plus and keep adding the required number of criteria. So at present, I'm just going to have one criteria, which is country is UK, and the next thing it's asking me to choose the column which I need within this view. So I can just select all those things, and then I can decide whether this view has to be private, public, or shared with certain member. I can hit save. So I think I already have a view called UK leads. So let me just cancel that. If you go here, give me 1 second. I don't think I saved it actually. I hit save. So a new custom view gets created. See, UK leads new, and you can only see the leads which belongs to the country UK. So now what I can do is I can even do a mass update. I mean, in case if I want to assign all these leads to anyone who takes care of the UK region, I can just do a select all, go here and choose change owner, and I should be able to assign this to any one of my salesperson who takes care of the UK region. I can probably assign this to say Chris Martin, and hit change owner. So all these records will be updated to Chris Martin. And apart from that, I can also just send them a mass mail. I can just do a select all and hit send email, and I can just select a custom template which has to be sent out. So I can just choose the required template, and I can even send it immediately or schedule it for later part. Hit send. So that's how you filter your records based on the required condition, and then do a mass ownership change, and you can also send out a mass mail.
Cool.
So, any questions here?
No. Seems pretty straightforward, that bit.
Okay. So far I've just shown you what are the different ways using which a lead can be created, and how to filter your records, how to send a mass mail. So now I'm going to just show you how to qualify a lead. Okay. So when you open up a lead in a detailed view, you do have an option to add a snap to a lead. And to see the entire information about a lead, you can just click on show detail, which will give you the complete information about a lead. And we call this as a business card view. So in case if you want to customize these information, so I can decide what are the key things which I want to see when I open up a record. So here, instead of mobile or something, if I want to change it, I can just use the drop down, set the required information. And when you further scroll down within a lead, we have a lot of sections. And the first thing will be note section, which is nothing but comments. So if you want to add anything, I can just use a tag. I mean, I can say at Michael George, and I can say please call on time. Save. So I can even tag someone within my sales team saying that please call this prospect on time. So that specific person will receive an email. Apart from that, he will also receive a notification feed here.
Okay.
Okay, that's one thing. And this will also have a timestamp. This will show who added the note, what time it was done. There is a timestamp. And we also have something called lead status history. So this will show you how long it is taking you to move from status to another status. See, right now it's in contact in future. If I change this to say something like pre-qualified, and when I hit save, automatically will show you. Okay, so the lead was in contact in future for 0 days, and it got moved to pre-qualified, and this is the duration of the time change. Who did that? All those things will be shown to you. And further, when you scroll down, we have an email section. This is where it will track all the emails what you have sent and received. Under attachment section, you will be able to just add files like any documents or some business agreement if you have with this particular lead. You should be able to upload all those attachments. So we have direct integration with say both Google Docs as well as Zoho documents. And even if you want to integrate with Dropbox, you can very well do that.
Okay.
And when you further scroll down, we have a section called products, and you can also rename this to services or anything. This is where you will be able to just add the product or the service which he or she is interested in. And again, the product module is highly customizable. You can just choose the product which has the highest value. And under open activities, so this is where I'll be able to make and receive calls or whatever events I have with this particular contact. I should be able to schedule it. So incoming and outgoing call, both this information can be logged. And I can also create a new event. I should say new event. So here I can just set it. Okay, so here I can select the start date and end date, and I can also invite participants if required. And so here I can have a complete.
Oh, it's not me. There's somebody talking in the background.
Uh, okay, are you able to hear me, Andrew?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry.
That's okay.
Did anyone else? Is it too loud here?
No, it was just like some background noise. I couldn't hear it.
That was
It's
Lou.
right, it's right now.
No,
It's
it's
right
okay
now.
now.
It's
It's
right
actually
now.
Okay, light may.
I can mute it. So it's fine.
No, it's okay. It's fine now.
No, no, no.
Can't hear anything.
Oh no, Luna's just talking to a real estate agent. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no
Okay, so
problem.
with this making calls, what programs can we use to integrate that? Like any VoIP or something
We do
specific?
have. I mean, when you go to the telephone integration, so we have both on-premise, which is like a cloud-based phone system, and we also support on-premise. So when it comes to cloud-based, we have integration with RingCentral, Twilio, OneEdge, so like at least 15 to 20 plus vendors. And when it comes to on-premise, we integrate with Avaya, Asterix, and Elastrix.
Okay, we already have like a VoIP phone, like a cloud, like a virtual. So is this PBX is probably something that we could plug into that, maybe?
I mean,
PBX.
in case if you're going to use like a PBX devices, I mean, we do provide adapters using which you can install it, and you should be able to make and receive calls with it.
Okay. Okay, and with the so you were showing us like the layer of the lead information and all the different fields, is there any way that the BCC email, like say we get an order in our and like our online, because we basically it's like an online e-commerce store, so we're going to be getting orders coming through there and emails getting automated into the CRM with the information of the order. So is there any way that we could map any information from the email into to automatically put the information into the like the contact or the lead or the deal?
We can do that actually. I mean, so in case if you're going to send a BCC email, so you can do that.
Yeah.
So what will happen is
Okay.
like, the system will search for the matching email address. If it is found, it gets added to that particular contact record. If
Oh,
the record
okay.
is not found, what you can do is you can create a new record and then associate the email communication with it.
Okay.
That's possible. I mean, we have VCC Dropbox and we also have direct email integration. So any conversation, what you do with a specific record, if there is any incoming and outgoing kind of like a conversation, that gets automatically linked with the record.
Okay. Okay, but say we wanted it to update a record, like the email to update a record, like information in the subject of the email, like certain keywords that we could map that would update a field when it's received.
Uh, we can do that actually, but we have workflow, but that's not possible through email keyword. But based on
Okay,
any
so
rule,
workflows. Okay.
you can create a workflow rule. So I can go here,
Okay.
select a module. So I can say something like a lead update. So here we have few criteria. So it'll ask you when you want this rule to be executed. So here I can choose on a record action. So it can be create, edit, or pure edit and field update. So when I choose field update, so it'll ask me to select a field. So whenever there is a change in the value within a field. So for example, I can say lead status, and when I go next, so here I can choose lead matching certain criteria, and I can say lead status, and I can say lead status is say something like pre-qualified. So whenever the lead status value changes or goes to pre-qualified, so you can define certain actions. You can set up a notification through an email. You can create a task. You can update a field. I mean, updating field is nothing but you'll be able to change the ownership of the record from one person to another person, or you can do a lot of things here. I mean, so moving this record from one person to another person, changing the status of the lead, you can do that. And even you do have an option to even convert this record into a contact account and associated deal. So lead can also be converted to the next stage.
Okay.
This is through workflow, and even based on any other information which you get pushed from any third party application, if you want to change the status of the record or anything within that record, you can do that.
Okay, great. Thanks.
So I was just showing you like what are the different methods using which I mean the features within a lead section. So I was just showing this record, so you can email them, you can add attachments, see the product or the service which they're interested in. And finally, when you feel this lead is really interested to go ahead and do business with you, so that's when the lead gets converted. So you do have an option where you can hit convert, and when you hit convert, a new account. So account is nothing but the company to which the contact John Christie belongs to, and you can also create a new deal for this account. So deal is nothing but the business opportunity what you get from account or a contact. Okay, so you can just check this box, and here you'll be able to select the closing date. So when and how you'll be able to close this business, you can just select a date, stage of this deal. So you can just select the stage. Okay, so again, these stages are highly customizable. So you can also do that. You can just go to settings, and you can go to modules and fields, and this is where under I'll just reload it. So here You'll be able to customize the stages of this deal. You can just delete them or add your own custom stages. You can do all those things. Okay, and this is where you'll be able to enter the amount. So if the cost of the deal is going to be like say around say 8,000 pound or USD, you can select the currency also, and I can enter the name of the deal. So I can say something like Welcome New Business. Okay, and here I can, in case if I do business in multi-currency, I can select a currency and then I can hit convert. So when I hit convert, so this is the summary of an inquiry. So inquiry has been successfully converted to a new account, contact, and a deal. So when I click on the deal Belkin, it'll give me the information. So I think I have set some approval process here. Give me 1 second. I'll just probably clone this. So this is how it will be. Okay, you can see here it'll give you the new business size 8,000 USD, and it'll give you the contact information, and you can also find the product or the service which they are interested in. In the right side, it'll show up. So here again, based on the positive response what you get, you can keep moving the stages, and finally when you win the deal or when you close the business, it will be set to close to one. And here we also have a calculation. So the expected revenue keeps increasing based on the opportunity what you're going to change here, and I'll let you know like how this calculation is done. I can edit this one, and these two fields, expected revenue probability percentage, is directly mapped with the stage. So whenever I change the stage, you can see here right now it's committed opportunity and it's 50 percentage, and 50 percentage of the total deal value of 8,000 is nothing but 4,000. If I change this to something like policy handover, then it goes to 90 percentage, and 90 percentage of 8,000 is nothing but 7,200. The reason for showing you this is, if someone is going to ask you what is the expected revenue for upcoming quarter or month, you can simply generate a deal based report, and that will give you the exact information of your upcoming revenue. So finally, do you use quotations? I mean, do you send quotes to your prospects? Do you do that or you don't do that?
Yeah.
Do you use
Sorry?
quotes? I mean, quotations. Like, do you send invoices? Do all those things?
Actually, no. What it is we actually it's like an e-commerce store. So I think like with like we'll use the lead feature probably like if we get questions on social media or questions on our live chat or something. But like, what do you recommend we do? Because like if we have somebody placing an order, so coming into the sort of like sales automation part of things, or you're gonna come to that later?
We can do that actually. So, in case if you want anything which happens within your website, if you say, for example, when someone books a product or does something, uh,
Yep.
if you want that to be pushed from your website to Zoho, it can be done. So, is it like any specific site which are using, like a e-commerce site?
No. It's customized, so it's not like WooCommerce or anything like that. It's like a custom built one. So the
Okay.
only thing we can do at the moment, because we don't have an API connection, is just use the BCC email to
Okay.
send the order details as soon as we've got the order into the system. But where do you think it should? So it won't be a lead because it's already a customer because they bought something. Um, so it would be a contact and an account and a deal.
It can be. I mean, so it can be bought as a lead. I mean, you can decide how you want that. So,
Okay.
enquiry, if it is an enquiry, you can just bring them as a lead, and you can have the
Yeah.
required custom values to that. And this can be customized further. I mean, so even when a lead comes in, if you want the lead to be automatically converted based on some field update, you can even convert this into a contact, and then decide how you want this to be processed.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
You can do that. And so for campaigning, like so lead management, you can just use that for just bringing the data from your site to Zoho, And for campaign
Yep.
management, you can make use of the Zoho campaigns. Okay, and the best part is Zoho campaign can be easily synced with Zoho CRM. So using which you will be able to sync all your leads, contacts, whatever you have within CRM. And the best part of the campaign is that so you will be able to do mass mailing. So these are like the send campaigns which I have done from Zoho campaigns. So it'll give you the total emails what I have sent, and you also get to see the delivery percentage, bounce back, unsend, who has unsubscribed from you, who has clicked on what link. You get to see all these things.
These are
Oh,
all included, right? In the CRM,
Yep.
like all these other additions.
Yes, and even for
Right.
this email, if you want to send out any follow-up email, so for already sent campaigns, you can also just click send follow-up email, and you can for opens you can have separate email sent out for unopens, and you can also have separate opened unopened clicked.
okay.
This is like for mass mailing, so if you prefer to do a mass mailing, you can do that.
Okay. Can do you do the social campaigns from here as well?
Yep, you can also do that. So this is a test account, so I don't have much of integration, but you can also create a social campaign from here.
Does it integrate with Instagram?
No, right now, I mean, so in case if you're looking for Instagram integration, you can also try social. So we do have a separate application, which is again part of Zoho One called Zoho Social, and here you will be able to do it actually.
Okay.
So it has integration with very social channel, which includes Instagram also. And from here, like you can also do a mass posting. I mean, you can also schedule your post, and you can
Okay.
schedule it in multiple applications. You can decide when it has to be posted. Do you want this to be a recurring post? You can decide all those things.
Okay. Is there any features in the campaigns application that's not in this one, like just Soho Social?
I mean, Zoho campaigns that is exclusively used for mass media, and the Zoho Social will allow you to do integration with these things like posting all those things.
Okay, got it. Okay.
And we do offer a trial, like you can go for a 30-day trial, which allows you to completely check out all these products. And during the trial, you can have up to 5 users added to this.
Okay.
Okay.
And we also have the ticketing tool. I mean, this is like a Zoho desk. So Zoho desk again like has customer portal. It has live chat. So emails coming to your support address can be converted into a support ticket, and in case if you have different departments, so all these informations can be put under the respective departments. So you can have
Okay.
dedicated support email address for each and everything. Say billing, you can have a separate email for what do you say like a technical support. You can have different email address.
Okay. So the desk integrates with the live chat as well.
Yes, Desk also has integration with live chat, and moreover, we do have something called as CRM. Again, it integrates even with CRM. So you being a salesperson, still, if you want to know if there is any support tickets for your potential or a deal, you can also do a search. So you can go here, you can just select the contact. So I can
Okay.
just select the contact. Give me 1 second.
Is there also a live screen like you're doing now? If we wanted to use that.
You can even use that actually, and I can just select the contact, and I have something called Zoho Desk, and this will show all the support tickets submitted by the users. So even without opening Zoho Desk, I can just click on the respective ticket, and I should be able to get the complete information about this. And we also have live chat here. Like you can go to settings and you can go to the live chat. I mean, in case if you want to initiate a live chat, you can go to live chat section, and we do have the chat code which you can copy, and you can also initiate live chat from the customer portal. So this is like a customer portal what I have. So I have integrated the live chat with the portal. You can just log in. So here I have this live portal. Okay, so once I log in here, like it'll show that agents are available, and from here I'll be able to do it.
Okay.
So the thing is like your requirement can be achieved using different applications, but the best part is like each of these application will integrate to. So you can check out like what is the missing thing, and moreover you have also said that if you want documents to be signed and sent through e-signature, we also have DocuSign, which allows you to do that.
Okay. And that can be we can use the workflow rules for that as well, right? So like if certain criteria were met and we wanted to automate the send out of like a document to be signed, could we do that?
Document sending, I think you cannot automate that, but
Okay.
you can just select the required record, and if you want to do a DocuSign, like you can do that. So I think you have to just open the record, and you can go here, or you can just go to the drop down, and you have this send for DocuSign.
Okay.
And that's how it works.
Oh, so if you clicked it, what would happen?
So it'll take
It
you
would.
to the Zoho signed document here, and you have to just attach a file. Enable the DocuSign. So I think module is disabled. Give me 1 second. Because this, the moment you select the file and when you hit,
Yeah.
I'll show you that. So I can send it for the DocuSign.
It's okay. You can just tell us if it's not
Okay.
enabled yet.
Yeah,
It's
what will
take a
happen
while.
is it will just take you to the page where you can attach a file, and you
Yeah.
can also insert a place where the document has to be signed, and you will be able to directly
Okay.
send it from here. So once a document is
Okay.
sent, it'll capture all those information here under DocuSign documents. And so once the documents are signed, you will also be notified saying that the documents are successfully signed, and you can see those e-signature which they have done.
Okay.
And you can also select a date within which the sign has to be done. So you can define all those things here.
Okay. Great. Yep. That's good.
So I would suggest you to probably sign up for a trial, start using it. And in case
Yep.
you have any specific questions or any requirements, we can probably set up even another call.
So do you think we should go for this CRM Plus instead of Zoho One, or is it the same thing?
I mean, when you can go for Zoho One, because Zoho One includes all the 40 applications from Zoho, and
Yeah.
CRM Plus has close to 9 applications. So the major difference here is when you go for Zoho One, you have to buy it for the entire organization. So if you have like 10 members, then you have to buy Zoho
Yeah.
One for all the 10 members. But when it comes to Zoho CRM Plus, it doesn't mean that you have to buy for the entire company. You can decide whether you want to buy for 2 users or 3 users. You can even select for the users whom you want to buy.
Okay. So we can have users that are not part of the subscription.
Yes,
Oh, okay. But with Zoho One, everyone who has a login is a user, and that's paid for.
yes, you're right.
Okay. Because we thought that we might have misunderstood how the pricing works for Zoho One. We got that there was a plan that was that came with unlimited employees or unlimited something like that. Let me just.
No, Zoho One, everything like it's user based. I mean, all the applications. So only campaigns like campaigns or Zoho projects, like it doesn't have any user count here. But anything like even if you go for any application, it will be user specific. So you have to buy it for each and every user license.
Okay, so this flexible user pricing. So there's two pricing
That's
plans in Zoho One. The
yes.
all employee pricing and flexible user
Yeah.
pricing.
Flexible user, like it'll be like $70, I guess.
Okay, so what does that mean? What's a flexible
So
user?
flexible user, you can so in case like if your organization is huge and you don't want to go for the entire 100 users, instead you go for the flexi pricing, then you can just select 3 or 5 user license. For only those users you can have the pricing, and that's again for how to say like so it'll be pricing wise, it'll be like higher. So I'll show it here. So when you go for flexible user, it'll be $75, and when you go for all employee pricing, it'll be just $30.
Okay, but it'll still be $75 per user.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So when you go for the flexible pricing plan.
Okay, and you said so with the CRM Plus we can have how many users is it included?
CRM Plus again, like it has
It's per
some.
user.
I'll show you the pricing.
Okay, thanks.
So this is how the pricing for the CRM Plus will be. So it'll be 40 pound or like depending on the country where you're going to buy.
Per user.
Yeah, per
Okay.
user per month, and you can also go for a yearly subscription.
Okay. Okay, got it. Got it. Um, okay, yeah, that was really helpful. Do you guys have anything else? I think the sales automation, like the sales pipeline. Well, you kind of already showed that to us, right? Like the options that we have to create tasks or stuff like that.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, so the deal dashboard again, this can be customized. I mean, so you can have your own custom stages, and you should also be able to see them in a pictorial representation. So you can filter it based on the stage, the deal information. All those things can be done here. So here you can see I have different stages for each and every deal. If you want to filter it based on any specific stage, you can also do that.
Okay. And Zoho Assist and Zoho Meetings are not in the CRM, right? But they are in Zoho One.
Absolutely, yes. In CRM Plus, it's not included. If you go ahead with Zoho One, so Zoho One includes everything. So we have 40 applications in total. Everything is included in Zoho One. So you also have Zoho email hosting. And when you go for even Zoho sites are available, which can be used for your managing or building your own custom website.
Can we use it for landing pages?
Yep, you can do that.
Okay.
So basically, it's the bare minimum unless you get
Yes. So when you go for
upgrade.
Zoho One, it includes everything A to Z. So you can do anything with Zoho One.
Yeah.
Managing financial flow to setting up a payment gateway, everything. Like we have all the 40 apps.
Okay. and the other one you have to add your own things, right? Is that correct?
Yep.
What's the email like capacity on Zoho One that's included? Is it like 5 GB or?
I mean, so for each user, like it'll be 10 GB of storage space for each user, and you can add on, like depending on the user, you can share the spaces.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. With the Zoho meetings, we can send invites to people who are not in our internal system, right?
Yes, you can do that. So you have something called additional recipients, and there you'll be able to add the other users.
And then there's also a module in the Zoho One that's got, I think it's got like it's like a heat maps or something like that.
Heat maps, we
Um,
don't have it here. I mean, heat maps, I think we don't have that.
I think it's called Page Sense.
Um, in CRM, we don't have that, but in
Oh,
campaigns,
yes,
probably you
in
might have.
Zoho One. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
good.
So
Anything else you guys want?
No. You know the emails? Are they completely not branded by Zoho?
you can do that
When you
actually.
send them out?
So yeah, because whatever email which goes from Zoho will not have the Zoho branding. It will be sent through Zoho's server, but the what to say, like the incoming and server address will be from yours. So it will be not branded
Yep.
from Zoho.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
looks
Anything else?
yeah. Yeah, that was really comprehensive. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you so much, team. And you can just sign
Thank
up for
you.
the Zoho one. Start using it.
Okay, we'll do.
All right.
Thanks. Thank
Yep.
you.
Thank you so much.
Where
Yep. Bye.
where can I get that? Where can I get the recording link from?
I'll share it right away. I mean, once I'm done with this, I'll share the recording information.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Yep.
Perfect.
All right.
Yep. Thank you so
Cheers.
much.
Thanks.
Thanks for that.
Yep. Thank you. Bye.
So,
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
Actually, very good.